I've been hunting shiny Pokemon since 2017. I've spent so much time hunting for those little different sparkles in a game. I probably could have done something useful with that time, like learn a skill, learn a language, go outside, get married, get another cat. But instead, I chose to spend all of it hunting for shinies, which means that the shiny Pokemon in every Pokemon game are very important to me. So today we're going to look at, do the shiny Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet actually rank up to the others? How good are they? Now let's have a look at the shinies. First off, we have the starters. And Sprigatito, I like the eyes, but it's gotten really, let's be honest, it's got nothing else going for it. Oh, but it's mint colored and mint's a green thing and green things are vegetables and herbs. No, I think the only good thing about this is the eyes personally. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it into a C tier. The second of the evolution line is even worse. There's like nothing going for this. And the final one, what are you, a purple scarf? No, this is such a disappointing shiny. Why would you do that? Miraidon! Ooh, the famous cock and balls. It's chrome. Why did they make all of the shinies for all of the future Pokemon chrome? You could have done a lot of cool things with it. You could have made it like a red metal. You could have made it a green metal. You could have made it any metal because you can make a metal whatever color you want. There is paint. Paint exists. Why would you just strip the paint off? It looks like it just had paint remover all over it. So that's a D. I think I'm going to put all of the ones in D. Actually, there's one that I know I like from the future. I'm not going to put that in D. Then we have the Tinkatonk evolution line, which basically looks the same as if it didn't have a shiny. So I'm sorry. Actually, I do like the final one. It has a wooden mallet. And if there's anything I know about wood, it's that is hard. Very hard. So I'm going to put you into B. Then we have Miraidon, which black is always a nice shiny, but the way that it kind of goes with the white and the red, the flaring up of the red shows like a quiet anger within it, which is really nice. I like that a lot. Why did they ruin Celerouge and Armarouge's shinies? All they did was change the color of the eyeballs, and you can barely even see it. It's terrible. I'm just gonna put that into D tier. We may have a very stacked D tier. In fact, no, I'm just gonna put it into F. I'm sorry, it's going straight into F. I don't like those shinies. They're bad. And you know what? The little baby boy, it's going into D tier, because I think it's a little bit different. But then we have this goldfish. And unfortunately, the goldfish, you could have made it more gold, but you chose not to. You made it blue. And I really like this blue and black. I really like it, actually. That's a really good shiny. That's an S tier shiny, I think. That deserves the Patterrz seal of approval for good shiny. I love that goldfish. So nice. And then they ruined the whole runny boy, the toadstool, with this? What is this? What is it supposed to be? Like, what were they going for? I've heard people tell me tales, and they say that, oh, it's okay. Pokemon just does random shinies. They use an algorithm to choose the shinies. But I was sure that they haven't done that since like Generation 2. And since Generation 2, they actually started making proper shinies that make sense, which they do because they made all the future ones chrome. That's how you know it's not done with an algorithm. They do it manually by hand. And how can you do it manually by hand and look at the toadstool and do that? That's so nasty. I don't like that. Lechonk is pretty cool though. I like the pink on it. It reminds me of an actual pig, which I don't know if you guys knew this, but Lechonk is based off of a pig. So it's gonna go into B tier. And I do like the evolution. Why did they ruin the pre-evolution so bad, but they made the Toadskrull evolution so good? It has nice poisonous feet. It looks like if it kicked me, I would develop some kind of horrible, painful, disgusting disease. It has the Black Plague just waiting in there, which is cool. Bishops, I've always thought the Bishop shiny was really sick, so I'm gonna put it immediately into S tier. That blue is so cool. I love the whole Shogun style. It's got some gold on it as well, which is very regal, very high class, very important, which totally fits with the vibe of a Shogun. So nice. Clodsire is just a little blue. It's fine, I suppose. I wouldn't be excited to get it. Annihilate. They took such a cool Pokemon and just did nothing with it. They did nothing. At the Game Freak offices, they said, what should we do with this today? Hello, Shiny Designer 1. Hello, Shiny Designer 2. Shiny Designer 1, should we put effort into the Annihilate Shiny? No. And that's how this was unfortunately ruined because they would just, I don't know, what the hell is this? Seriously, it's nothing. It's nothing. Anyway, Wooper is cool. They basically just take the original colors, and I'm not totally against taking the original colors as a shiny version when you have alternate forms. I think that's not a bad idea. They did the same with, I think, Muck or Grimer, and I kind of liked it. So I'll put you into B tier. It's not bad. The Tauroses don't look any different. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put them all into D. However, I did not know that there are Tauroses that look like that. I thought it was only one Tauros. There are 3 Tauros. Peppa Pig over here is going to go straight into A tier because Peppa Pig is looking good today. I mean, you know, tasty because it looks delicious. I bet but the bacon would be real nice. And we have some black spiders with red silk. That's nice. I like the original design. I think there's builds on it. The pink one, though, not a fan. What's this pink spider? What are they doing with this? Why pink? What's going on? I like how they keep the black silk. That makes sense. But the rest of it just, nothing about the spider thing appeals to me. It's pretty bad, to be fair. Golden gumdrop, baby. He literally has a nugget. He's dripping with it. He's got so much style and swagger. He's got so much money. Look at this guy. You can sell it on the black market. God, he's so rich. That's going into S tier. That's the best shiny I've seen all day. What an absolute legend. Graveyard. It looks like they just turned it into a not dead Pokemon, which, I mean, that's okay. The shiny's fine, I suppose, but I'm not a fan of the evolution, the Hound Bones or whatever it's called. It just looks like it's slightly decaying hair, which makes sense, but the original is just white. I feel like, if anything, the shiny version should have been the main version. And then with the shiny version, you can maybe make it more white, so it feels less old and rickety and kind of used up and done and dead, I suppose? It's really strange. I don't like that color. I hate the scarab. The scarab is gross. It's a golden scarab. Oh, it's a golden scarab. That's actually really cool. No, I like it. It's B. Never mind. I changed my mind. Smoliv, it's black olives. But black olives are disgusting. So for those of you that don't know, I made a video where I only ate Pokeball food for 24 hours. And I ordered a pizza from a pizza place and they delivered it like this. And they included black olives. And I'd never tried black olives before, so I really wanted to give it a go. Now let's see what I thought of the black olives. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, they don't really taste like much. What if I just try one by itself? Oh, they do have a taste. They do have a taste, and I don't like olives. But that's it. Black olives. Disgusting, bad. So all of the black olives go into D tier because they are disgusting. Although the shiny is pretty nice. Oh, but the shiny isn't any different on the final evolution. Never mind, never mind. Wiglet! Actually, a vast improvement. Although I do hate Wiglet with a passion. The blue one too? Yeah, no, that blue is sick. It's a nice, strong blue to counteract the strong red that it originally has. Very cool. This white is disgusting. This white and yellow, I hate this. I take one look at this and it looks like he's got piss in his mouth. He's like Bear Grylls, born survivor, except he was born in an ocean. So why would you have to drink the piss? There's enough piss in the ocean around you. That's all the fish do. They just pee and complain all the time. Tadpole is, that's F tier. They didn't do anything. They did nothing. And then Rudolph the Red Blue-Nosed Reindeer over here it's a solid C. I mean, I like the red. The blue is kind of nice, but it's nothing special if we're being honest. And we have this nice green on the Fileto fish. I think I'll give that a C. And then this black Egyptian ostrich. Really cool. Nice colors. The purple and black blends perfectly in with the face and the head, the nice blue eyes. Super, super cool. Big fan of that. And then we have Fluttery, which I just don't know. There's nothing about this is good. And the mouse family. The mouse family. What do they do with the mouse family? It's so bad. It's so awful. Did they even change anything? I had someone tell me that apparently they changed from a blue collar family to a white collar family, which I don't understand. Is that even true? It doesn't even look like it is. Kind of weird. Don't like it. Fuecoco shiny it's fine, I guess. The purple is a little nice, but apart from that, I can't really say. This entire evolution line just has like okay shinies, apart from the final one, Skeledirge, which is more contrasted with the purple and it's more flamboyant and in your face. I'm a big fan of that one, actually. And then Gumdrop is no longer a Gumdrop, so it's F tier. However, the Cyan on its evolution is very nice. Actually, I'm a big fan of that blue. Very nice indeed. Capsicid, you're ugly. And you have not been saved by your shiny, buddy. You're going straight into F tier. And your evolution, they didn't even change the heads. What is it with this new thing where they make a shiny version, but they don't change like the majority of it? Or like the main feature of the Pokemon will stay exactly the same. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's very strange. Like Orthworm is a good shiny. It turns it into a nice blue. It's very different to the original. It's nice. It still looks designed well. And they changed the main body of it while keeping some of it the same. Like as the underbelly, they kept it the same. That's okay. Why do they keep so much of the stuff not unchanged? What is this golden ghoul? F tier. Gimme ghoul. F tier. They didn't change it. And before anyone says it, listen, I can hear you in the car. I can see you typing. Stop typing. Stop typing. I know what you're saying. You're saying the words shiny and locked. I don't care, okay? Because a shiny lock has never meant that a Pokemon didn't have a shiny form. And it looks like Golden Ghoulie doesn't have a shiny form. Every single Pokemon that is shiny locked still has a shiny form. Case in point, Miraidon and Koraidon have a bloody shiny form. But the Golden Ghoul, it doesn't even look like it's changed at all. You don't have to type, that's fine. You just don't have to, you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong. All right, Dudunsparce is shiny. I really like that pink. I think that's a nice pink. It's not too much. It's not over the top or anything like that. It's a nice, solid shiny. Not offensive. Like, this yellow is a bit offensive to me. It started black and they turned it yellow and white, which, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too bright. It's a bit too in your face. And then this one is like the puke yellow where it's almost like green. I've always hated this yellow. Not nice at all. The dolphin is a really nice shiny though. It's got like a good dark blue, maybe purple. The eyes are very pretty. I think that should have been the original design. I think it's a really nice shiny. And they kind of ruined it, to be honest, with the Superman version. But of course he is the Superman version, so he probably could snap my neck if he really wanted to. So I'm gonna put him into B tier because otherwise I may wake up dead tomorrow morning. Bellybolt is an example of a nice yellow shiny. It is a little bit too much. I would maybe tone down like a little bit, but I think that works well with the design. It's very different to the original. And then we have the Citadel and Cititan. Cititans is really cool. That black is very nice. It almost looks like a football, and it is World Cup season, you know? Oi, oi, Brit's gonna bring it home. To be honest, I don't really care about that. But we have the baby version. That is a little bit unimpressive. We'll slide that nicely into B. It's supposed to look like a grasshopper with the yellow thing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care. It still looks bad. Cyclizar, speaking of looking bad, you're a D tier. Don't really have to say much more than that. I think we can all agree on that one, can't we? The Pour Me evolution line goes pink. And I think I like the first one a little bit. I like the mid one more. I'm gonna put the mid one into B. I'm gonna put the first one to C. And the last one goes, oh, that's like a darker pink. I think lighter pinks work better. So I'm gonna put the darker pink into D. And then we have C for the mids and B for the lightest. Yeah, I think the lighter pinks just work so much better for this. And then we have, oh, the Rev of a Room. It's like if you took an engine and made it out of, why would you make an engine out of gold? Does that even work? Would it not just melt? I don't know. I'm not here to question it. I'm just here to say that I actually think this is a pretty cool shiny. It's very drippy. It looks like something that Andrew Tate would install into his Bugatti. And that's how you get the real bitches, you know? You put the golden engine in your Bugatti. And you got bitches, right? That's how you do. The Tatsugiri, I'm gonna be honest, if I saw sushi of that color, I don't think that looks right. If a salmon, it doesn't look like the right color, so I'm gonna put it into C tier. I'd probably still eat it, even if it was a bit weird. I'm the kind of person that eats sushi from Aldi and from petrol stations, so I'm not really that picky. I don't like this green bird. They made it shiny, and I hate it more. The hair on its nose, bad. Not good. And they ruined the flamingo as well. The cool thing about the flamingo is it was like very bright and flamboyant and pink, and then they just washed it out. They just put white paint on it, but didn't put enough so you can still see the pink kind of coming through. That's gross. I don't like that. And you know what they should have done for the Salt evolution line from Knuckle, Knucklestack, and Gagankle is they should have made it pink Himalayan salt. That's what they should have done. This might be a reference to something else, but I'm too dumb to understand it. So they should have done something that the common man, aka me, could understand. However, Clove Shiny is pretty nice. It's a bright blue. It is virgin on being a bit too much, but I think it is just squeezing in the right amount of saturation where it looks very cool. Looks very nice. And then we have this evolution line. This is all bad. This entire evolution line, Excalibur, Bexcalibur, I don't know what they were thinking with this. I mean, actually the mid one looks a little bit better. I'll bump it up to D, but for the rest of it, it's so boring. It's barely changed at all. And I hate the first stage of this pseudo-legendary evolution line so much. Oh God, I want to kick him so bad. Please let me punt the child just one time, just as a treat, please. Oh God, I want to so bad. And then we have Kilo, Watt, and Wattrel, I think they're called. Yeah, these shinies are just bad. The evolution line is bad. The shinies are bad. I don't like it. It's slightly more pink, I suppose. No, not a fan, not for me. The stalk is okay. There's a nice combination of white and black that we got going on there. So I'll just throw it into C tier, I suppose. Not a whole lot of C tiers so far, to be honest. Strudel. I actually really like that purple and white and black combination. That's really nice. Gonna go ahead and put you into B tier. Unfortunately, I don't like what they did to the mask on the evolution. What have they done to you, buddy? What have they done to you? Very unfortunate. Fido and Fidalicious. I don't know what Fidelicious' name actually is. I just know that it's called Fidelicious from my Nuzlocke, and that's what I'm gonna call it. It's Fidelicious to me, and it always will be. Fido is supposed to look uncooked and unbaked. It looks like they baked it a little too early. Put that into D tier. Fidelicious is okay. It reminds me very much of how the original one is supposed to look, but it's just different enough to where you could tell the difference, so I'm gonna put it into B tier. Oh, Mischief. Oh, this is the bad dog. Now, I think making it this kind of like dark purple is implying that it's a bad boy when that's impossible. It can't be a bad boy. And the implication that you are saying that this is a bad boy by making it this color based off of our previous human perceptions about black being bad and purple and darkness and night being scary and uncomfortable, and you applying that to this Pokemon is very upsetting to me. How dare you imply that this is a bad boy? This is a very good boy. So you disgust me. The Tumbleweed is slightly greener, which is weird. It shouldn't be like that. The Tumbleweed is dead. It should be very much dead. Maybe a white for ghosts or a black for death or something. I don't know. Okay, this one's a little bit better. The second one of the evolution line is definitely better. It looks more white. It looks more like dead. And actually, it looks a little bit more ghostly too because it has those purple tips at the end. But I actually really dig this. So I'm going to put this into... Yeah, I'm actually going to throw that into A. I actually think that's a really, really cool shiny there. And then we have Quaxley. Quaxley is... No, don't do that to me. No, disgusting. Paradox Great Tusk looks radioactive. It looks mutated. It looks nurgly, which is really cool. So I'm gonna put that into probably A. I thought that some of the Paradox mons should look nuclear fallouty, especially the future ones, because nuclear war is coming to kill us all at some point, and you're just passing the time watching a reaction to shiny Pokemon until eventually someone hits that button and we are blasted and the entire world is wiped out. So I think it's really cool that we kind of dip into that nuclear fallout type of annihilation apocalypse vibe. I think it's really cool. We should definitely do more of that. Speaking of this, the Amoonguss one is, I like the blue, but I really wish they were more radioactive and fallout, you know? Sandy Shocks is pretty cool. I like the black that they got contrasted with the gold and the yellow eyes. I think the yellow eyes are a bit too much, maybe a little too much dark yellow. Could have maybe went with like a lighter yellow. That would have been nice. But other than that, very, very cool. Love the black that got going on there. Very nice. Screamtail has red eyes, and that reminds me of the Wet Eyes Black Dragon. And I just love wet eyes on things because I'm Joey Wheeler, of course. Fluttermane does not have a good shiny. This pukey, yellowy, greeny nonsense is not my vibes. Slitherwing, however, has nice bright yellow, bright colors, bright whites. It stands out. It's very close to its original, but it's not too close. That's an S tier shiny right there. Ooh, the bad Salamence shiny, which is just like this green is not nice. I think I'm just gonna leave it in D, because the green is just not nice at all. And then the evolution to Quaxley, I will say this shiny is better. We got some like bright blues, I do like the light colors. You know, I'm a big fan of black shinies, but I'm also a big fan of like the light cyans and bright yellows, bright blues. I think that can work really well. And I think it does there, even though I think that the Pokemon itself is awful. Now we get on to the future Pokemon, and I don't know why they did this, but they sat down at the office when they decided to make these shinies, and they said, let's make every single future shiny have this disgusting chrome. It's like they saw that SpongeBob episode. Sorry, this just in, we've got a clip of what the future meeting for the future Paradox shinies look like here. Yep, this is what... So this is how they decided to make all of the shinies chrome. And I don't like any of them apart from maybe one. I don't like Iron Bundle. I don't like the Hydreigon one. Although, again, it's so base that Hydreigon fucked a robot. Oh, that's so cool. I'm not a fan of the Iron Hands one. I think that the Moth one is pretty okay. We're going to throw that into C tier for the Moth. However, the two redeeming ones are the Tyranitar, which I think the Tyranitar probably goes... if not S, at least A. Because I think that this is so close to Mechagodzilla, it just really makes me happy and nostalgic, and I really like that a lot. And the Iron Valiant. There's something about those pink blades on the sides of it, contrasted with the Cyberman-esque style and stature of the Pokemon, I think looks really good. I'm going to throw it into A tier. And Iron Treads is very mid indeed. And then we have these Pokemon, the quadrupeds, the quadrets, Super McGee, over here. The four-legged suit boy. Yeah, I don't like that shiny. It's not great. The snow leopard. The way they turn it into black snow. I'm a fan of that. That's really cool. That's an A tier. Ooh, the autumn leaves. I really like the autumn leaves. That's actually a really sick shiny. I'm a huge fan of that. I might even put that into S tier. Ooh, yeah, the bright red contrasting with the dark, murky, mucky, sludgy greens is really nice. And then last but not least, we have whatever this is. That's ending on a bit of a bad note. Jesus Christ, that kind of sucks. But you know what you haven't done yet is subscribe to more Patterrz. And you should do that right now. Why would you not do it? We're almost at 100,000 subscribers.